Brilliance Audio presents Happy Dreams by Jia Pingwa. Translated by Nikki Harmon. Performed by Robert Wu.
Name? Happy Liu. It says Hawa Liu on your ID card. What's with this Happy Liu?
I changed my name. Everyone calls me Happy Liu now.
Happy, are you Hawa Liu?
You must call me Happy Liu, comrade.
Happy Liu.
Yes, sir.
Know why I'm handcuffing you?
Because I had my buddy's corpse with me.
And?
I shouldn't have been at the station with Wufu on my back.
Well, if you know that, why did you do it?
He needed to go home.
Home?
Freshwind Township, Xi'an District.
I'm asking about you.
Right here.
Huh?
Xi'an.
Xi'an?
Well, I should be from Xi'an.
Tell the truth.
I am telling the truth.
Then what do you mean by should be?
I really should be, comrade, because it was October 13th, 2000, and we were standing on the east side of Xi'an Station Square outside the barriers. The policeman was taking a statement from me. The wind was blowing hard, and leaves floated down from the ginkgos, catalpas, and plane trees around the edge of the square, covering everything with brilliant reds and yellows. The thing I most regret is not the bottle of Tai-Bai liquor, but the white rooster. Freshwind folk believe the spirit of someone who dies away from home has to make its way back. In case the spirit gets lost, you tie a white rooster to the body to guide it. The rooster I bought was supposed to help Wufu's spirit get home, but in the end, the bird messed up everything. It weighed 2.5 pounds at the very most, but the woman insisted it was 3 pounds. I lost my temper. Bullshit! No way is that 3 pounds. I can always tell how much something weighs. Do you know what I wanted for? Of course, I didn't tell her what I wanted it for. But she kept shouting,
"Put it on the scales again! Go ahead and put it on the scales again!"
So then the policeman trotted over to sort out the argument, and he saw the bedroll tied with rope.
"What's that?"
He jabbed it with his baton. Lively Shi went as pale as if he'd smacked his face in a sack of ash. Then the stupid fucker opened his big mouth and said it was a side of pork of all things.
"Pork? You wrap pork up in a quilt?"
asked the policeman. He carried on, poking, and the corner of the bedroll came undone. That was when that coward Lively showed his true colors. He dropped the Tai-Bai bottle and took off. The policeman immediately pounced on me and handcuffed one of my wrists to the flagpole. "Would you be so good as to handcuff my left wrist instead?" I asked with a smile. I'd pulled a muscle in my right arm digging the trench. This time the baton jabbed me in the crotch.
"Don't joke around."
So I didn't joke around. Everything looked blurred, as if my eyes were gummed up with boogers. But I told myself to stay calm. The ink wouldn't come out of the policeman's pen, and he kept shaking it. The patch of pimples on his forehead flamed red. I tried to put my foot on a drifting plane tree leaf, but couldn't reach it. I'd never seen a young man with so many zits. Obviously not married yet, and fierce as a young billy goat. Click. A reporter was taking a photograph. I took an instant dislike to her. She was done up like a little girl with bangs down to her eyebrows, though she was clearly well into her 30s. I didn't notice her at first. When I did, I smoothed my hair, straightened my clothes, and presented my profile so she could take another picture. But the next day in the paper, they used the one where I was bent over as if I was giving a statement, and in front of me was the flower-patterned bedroll tied with rope. One of Wufu's feet was sticking out, and you could see his yellow rubber shoes stuffed with cotton wadding. Damn it! That picture was no better than a head-on mugshot, enough to make anyone look like a criminal. I have a prominent nose and a well-defined mouth, but she wouldn't take me in profile, the bitch.